You ever feel like life just isn't real anymore? As if you're gliding over days, scanning infinitely, cackling at memories, but none of it impacts you the way you know you would feel. It's not only you. Something is going on for all of us. We wake, initially, to glance at the phone before we even open our eyes. Instagram, YouTube, notifications, noise, ongoing, curated, overstimulated noise. Research reveals the average individual touches their phone more than 2,600 times daily. All of us end up spending more time gazing at screens than gazing at eyes. And yet, we keep going, like zombies, eyes glued to glass. We created a world where nothing seems authentic, since the majority of it isn't. We talk to machines, we watch deepfakes cry. We track strangers who feel closer to us than others we know. We binge lives we'll never live, and it all feels more real than ours. This is hyperreality, according to philosopher Jean Baudrillard, where the counterfeit seems more real than the authentic. And yet, kinda messed up. We've been rewired, literally. Neuroscientists found chronic overstimulation from the digital world leads to fragmentation of attention, diminished memory, and emotional numbing. Our dopamine circuits are overloaded. Brains are hungering for shots from likes, scrolls, swipes. Isn't the worst thing? We hardly even know it's occurring. It's because the apps, they're designed to exploit your attention. They use the same reward circuits as casinos' variable rewards, infinite feeds, noise that never ends. In one study, researchers found that even short exposure to TikTok-like videos reduced executive functioning and made it harder to focus on normal tasks. Your brain is rotting. You cannot focus. You cannot feel. You cannot be sitting still without needing some noise, some distraction, something to fill the stillness. We doom scroll tragedy and laugh 3 seconds later at a cat video. We're overstimulated and under, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and perhaps you have begun to realize you simply cannot connect with others the way you once did. It's more difficult to be in the moment. You feel disconnected even in the presence of others. That's derealization, or digital dissociation, a clinical term for when your mind detaches from the world. Why? Because it wants to, but because it's overwhelmed. It's been observed in people exposed to constant social media, digital overload, and fast-paced, filtered reality. It's not depression. It's not burnout. It's quieter than that. As if the volume of life was turned down. You forget what it's even supposed to sound like. So here's the reality. You weren't lazy. You weren't weak. You were hijacked. It's taken over by a system that makes money from your confusion, from your dopamine craving, from your scrolling. But the good news, you can take it back. One breath, a walk the old-fashioned way. 1 hour TikTok free period. One talk which is not documented. A moment where you just exist. You can reclaim boredom, reclaim quiet, claim concentration. Neuroscience reveals that even 20 minutes of unfocused quiet per day, such as journaling, gazing out the window, or sitting in meditation camps, start to rewire your attention range and rebalance your nervous system. Because once you begin to opt for reality over simulation, even in the smallest instances, that's when things start to feel real again. Not filtered, not viral, just real. And perhaps, just perhaps, that's enough.